surface and they will start to dig into it. Now they've got quite a small beak, quite small feet, but using that beak in their feet, they'll dig away for about 12 foot before they stop, and at the end of this tunnel, that is where this type of bird will build its nest, lay its eggs and rear its young. And it's done for protection, because you can't get much better protected than right inside the cliff face in a tiny tunnel. There are not going to be that many predators that can follow you in there to try and raid your nest and steal your eggs. You get so many conures nesting all together in this cliff face, the inside almost starts to look much like a rabbit warren, so a lot of these tunnels do actually start to interconnect as well. And with a nice little round of applause for the conures, they have done a lovely spot of work. So the pigeons are trying to take over Louise. We've got more of that here than the parrots, but I'm going to disappear with these three now and hand you back on over to Louise.
Yeah, I'm sure Peppy will try and outshine the pigeons. So this is our next bird. This is Peppy, and he is a very, very polite parrot. He does like to give everyone a nice wave hello. So you can say hello to you. There we go. Hello, sir. Hello. Yes. So he's very, very polite, very friendly. So Peppy here is a great self-protected cockatoo. You can tell him the cockatoo with that lovely crest on the top of his head. And out in the wild you'll find Peppy in one place in particular. Now he actually does a very, very good impression of another animal that you'll find in his native land. So I'm going to pop Peppy on the table, let him show you his impression. I want you to shout out when you think you might know what animal Peppy is impersonating. Wow. Any ideas? Kangaroo. Other than a chicken? Yes, exactly. Kangaroo. So Peppy's doing an impression of a kangaroo. That's very good, wasn't it? Where do we think Peppy comes from? Australia, yes, exactly. And believe it or not, Peppy is actually considered a pest over in Australia, much like our pesky pigeons here today, because they do actually gather in flocks numbering into the hundreds, known as mobs, which is a very apt name indeed. So it can be very, very destructive. It's got a very, very strong beak, which you might use to destroy all of the farmers' crops, which obviously these farmers don't take too kindly to. Now when they're feeding, they'll, like I said, they'll get in those large groups and they'll have one lookout who will send up an alarm if he spots the predator, a bit like this. Hopefully a bit louder, a bit more fierce if he spotted an actual predator. And then what they'll do, rather than running away, would you do the sensible thing, Peppy, do he fly away? No, he doesn't fly away. What he does instead is he look around to see whatever he can find, sticks or stones, and they'll all arm themselves with these deadly weapons, and they'll throw them with great force, kind of, a bit of it, and they'll hopefully be able to carry on feeding themselves, throw sticks and stones, whatever they can, at those pesky predators, and that way they can carry on causing havoc and destroying all those lovely farmers' crops. Now, I don't know about you, but I think Peppy has done a very, very good job for us this afternoon, so well in fact, but I think you need to take a bow, Peppy, because you have been very, very good for us. Will you take a bow? Well done, Peppy. So I'm going to hand you back over to Jane, and she's going to show you something a little more colourful again.
Yes, thanks so much, lovely macaws. These two are called Wilma and Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo is a blue and gold macaw like Boomer who you saw at the start, and Wilma, she's actually the largest type that we have here. She is a green macaw, the second largest type of macaw found in the world. Green wings are second only to the highest macaw. Now, watching these birds fly around, you can see just how well adapted they are to alive in the sky and in the trees as well. First of all of those beautiful feathers. Now, feathers are what immediately make birds different from all other animals, because all birds have got feathers. And these feathers will streamline the body while the bird is flying around. They also insulate the bird and keep them nice and warm. Now those tail feathers are very important when they're flying around. While they're up in the air, those tail feathers will be used for balance, and they'll also help to steer the birds round as well, so they use them much like a rudder. Now when I call them into land, you watch how they use their tail feathers then, you will actually see they'll actually start to fan their tail feathers out, and they will point them in a downward direction. And what that will do is actually help to slow them down. So you can pick up some good speeds up in the air, but I'm going to walk into the middle in just a moment to call them in. So if you watch the way they fan them out, it will slow them down nicely, and then that way they should make a lovely soft and smooth landing as they come into land on my hands. And mind your head, they're smooth again nice and low. Nearly took out a couple of people in the front row there, but I think they just had a nice little round of applause. It was a lovely little flight. Now, parrots, they can actually... Good afternoon, everybody. Hello. That was a bit quiet. Hello, everybody. Hello. Good afternoon. Welcome to Safari2 and my name is Caroline. I'm going to be here with Jane. And two, our lovely California sea lion is me, Cat.
Is that anything you should record for this one?
And Kira here is daughter at 10. Now, Sprat is not an old lady, she's a middle-aged lady, to be honest. California sea lions can live between 25 and 35 years of age. Hopefully, he's got many years left in her. Now, as Kira here particularly has been here her entire life, Sprat's been here for some time as well, we do like to teach our animals to be polite. It's only fair, isn't it? There are a few manners, don't cost anything. So I'll give you all a great big wave hello, but only if you wave first, okay? So I need everybody to put your hand really behind the edge, really big wave. That's not everybody, is it, Kira? No, she's waving. She's not waving for that. So everybody, hands in the air, come on, really big wave. That's better. There you go. We can have a big wave. Everybody's waving. There we go. Then you like to see you guys do some work as well. Now these are California sea lions. There's 6 different types of sea lions. The Californian one, you'll be surprised to hear, is found at the Californian coast of America. So they're quite big animals, as you can see. These both are female. Males can be double, if not triple the size. Wow. So they're very big. So if you have a bit of a height competition,
sausage.
Very, very big. So they're not really bothered by predators. They're one of the top predators out in the ocean where you find them in. Now the babies, however, unfortunately, poor old babies, they can't swim when they're first born. They're very anxious to attack. And we get a little bit upset when we think about it, don't we? Poor babies need things. Poor babies are being picked on by predators. But what type of predators? Let's see if you can guess from a fantastic demonstration. What do you think this might be? They fall away while they're trying to learn to swim. But the lungs are very good. The lungs will teach them a couple of tactics to stay safe. Now the first one is to look before you leave. Very good, Stella. So we're going to get Sprat to have a quick look at the pool brush, make sure there's nothing lurking around there. No sharks magically appeared since this morning. I'd be a little bit worried. Now Sprat, we're blowing bubbles, Sprat. Blowing bubbles, it's really, no raspberries in the pool. No, jolly good. Right, Kira, we're going to go swimming then. Now, the sea lions are now swimming around in the ocean. They're hunting around for fish. They're playing about. They're just generally having a bit of fun. And the sharks suddenly appeared. So they now need to run to land, swim to land as fast as they can. So they're going to be doing this, free jumping or bouncing the other way we go. As you see, Kira is swimming very, very fast. Leap around, change the direction. Using big trail of bubbles. Very, very hard to keep up with that and know where she's going to go. So it gives us a chance to escape. That's a lovely demonstration. Give yourself a hand. Very, very well done. I'm going to ask you a question now, and I would like you all to be honest with me, okay? Who this afternoon has come to see some seals? Who came to see seals? 1 or 2 people. Okay, who came to see some sea lions? Yeah, that's better. These guys are sea lions, not seals. They are different animals. They're part of the same family, called the pinniped family. So it's a little bit like how you get horses and zebras. They're part of the same family, but they're actually different in several ways. So just to make sure I'm not lying to you, we will just double check with the girls. Ladies, you're not seals, are you? No, you're sea lions. Yeah, see? So there are a couple of ways, as I say, to tell the difference. First of all is how they swim. Now, sea lions, you saw Kira doing earlier, she was using those paddles. How big front flippers to swim, and it's kind of a fresh almost flying motion. Always have to go one way, not the big pesky. Okay, you can do a one-foot stand. I think Kira can show everybody how powerful her feet are by hitting that ball. Do you think Kira can hit that ball? Yeah. Yes.
That's the reason why I said
Freddie, you might need to move something like that. Okay, right. So we've got a ball, we've got a sea lion. Do you think you can do it? That's amazing. Take it away, everybody. Big round of applause. You are a very, very intelligent lady, aren't you? Yes, indeed. So, mother like daughter, very, very powerful front flippers.
seals. Their front flippers are that big. Not very big at all. So let's compare the two. You should clearly see that a sea lion's front flipper is an awful lot bigger than okay. So the seal swims differently. They actually swim with their hind flippers. Now ladies, where are the hind flippers? Quite right there. And they're in tails. A little bit like the way a fish uses its tail. A little something like that. But you get the idea, you move them from side to side. Now another difference is how they can move when they're on the land. So I'll tell you what, sea lions, they can move like this. Kira can rotate her hind flippers underneath herself so she can walk on all fours. Think like any four-legged animal. They're all very quick, they're all very agile on the land. Now the seal, again, does a little bit differently. Their skeleton doesn't allow them to rotate their bum underneath. So how does the seal move? Not quite as quick and not quite as agile, is it? So they move very differently on the land as well. Now there is even a third difference that you need to keep an eye on this. So ladies, can you help me out one more time? Sea lions, where are your ears? Point your ears out. Now the ears on the sea lion stick out. Just like you and me, got a little bit of skin there, showing you where the ears are. Seals don't have that anymore. They actually live in much colder water, so they've evolved to not have that little bit of skin, because otherwise she's going to get really cold and probably drop off with a bit of frostbite, which is not a good thing for an ear to do. So if you think of those three things, you should always get it right as to whether you're looking at a seal or a sea lion. Now then, you've seen us go through lots and lots of different behaviours here this afternoon, just showing you just how intelligent, playful, but also how agile and strong they are as well. So it's not that much of a surprise to understand that these guys, over in America particularly, they're starting to be used by the armed forces. Now they use it in various ways, as we've seen. They're very agile, they're very quick on the land. They're very agile in the water as well. They've actually got very, very good eyesight above and below water. They can hear above and below water as well. So they might use a land to intrude and something like this. Very, very noisy. Beautiful, isn't it? Good job. And also just fetch and retrieve items as well. Now we like to play fetch, just like we would with each other at home, exactly the same. So all sea lions have learned how they come to wait, which is, trust me, a lot harder than you would think. That's right, nice to show you there. They love that Christmas. And then they have to go retrieve it, so they've got to remember what the retrieve signal is. You never really have to. Right there, I've got a whole lot of this. Remember, in the wild, this might be a mine. And then you're going to drop it on the map. Very good. So you see they actually have to remember several different behaviours, different signals to get the right behaviour. So we've taken this one step further. We've taught our sea lions how to help us look after them. Now simple things like an open mouth. Now sea lions are carnivores, and they're certainly one of the top predators in their areas. They've got very, very powerful jaws, very, very sharp teeth. So we have to train them to let them inside to make sure they're not in bits of fish or saw gums in there. Somebody's going to end up losing fingers. The other things we train our sea lions to do is show us their flippers. As you saw, we can have a good look at the front flippers. Obviously we have back flippers too, don't we? So can we have a look at those? Looking good as well.
Wow.
We also like to just ask the sea lions to chill out, to sunbathe. The sun has come out, so let's do a bit of sunbathing. And while we're laying down and chilling out, we could actually do blood sampling on them. We could measure them, weigh them, get the vet in to have a look at them. We roll over, and we can even have a look at that lovely big fat baby they have. And as Brooke was carrying Kira, before Kira was born, we could actually monitor Kira growing to make sure she was growing right and Sprat had everything she needed. But the whole point behind this is we haven't stressed them out, we're quite used to us doing it, we're not happy to take them. It's all done for a bit of cooperation and positive reinforcement.